Okay, so now we're going to run through the principles of Pilates. There are 6 main principles in the Pilates form of exercise, and it's really important that we're able to understand these principles in order to make the Pilates exercises safe and effective and for us to benefit. The first principle is concentration. The ability to focus 100% on the exercise at hand. The aim is to be able to block out all other thoughts and fully engage the mind and body together throughout each movement, flowing from one exercise to another. It's important to bring your full attention to the movements of each exercise, and this will ensure you achieve the maximum value from it. The next principle is breath. In Pilates, our breathing is very important. The breathing method used is called lateral thoracic breathing. This is where we draw the breath into the ribcage areas, expanding the lungs and the ribcage itself. During Pilates exercises, we need to engage the deep abdominals, so it is really important to focus on breathing into the ribcage area of our bodies. The emphasis is placed through instruction on the inhalations and exhalations, where you as participants are encouraged to use full, deep breaths. Centering is the next principle. It is believed in Pilates that all movement comes from a strong centre, or the core, which is often referred to as the powerhouse of the human body. All exercises in Pilates are controlled by the contraction of the deep abdominal muscles. In the centre of the body is where these deep abdominal muscles are housed. We aim to strengthen these central muscles by drawing our mental and physical focus during each exercise to the core or centre of our body. The next principle is precision and quality. A conscious awareness of the correct alignment of the body throughout each and every movement or exercise is imperative during the Pilates class. Specific instructions to the placement of the body areas are key to the quality of movements and the mastering of Pilates. The next principle we have is flowing controlled movements, or flow. All Pilates exercises should be performed evenly, flowing continuously with no strong dynamic movements present. We imagine that there is no beginning and there is no end. Controlled movements allow the body connections to flow, resulting in a balanced and functional training program. The intention of the flowing movement principle is that the energy we exert during each exercise connects all body parts smoothly and thereby flow evenly through our bodies. The final principle is control. This represents the concept that it is your mind and body connection that directs and manages each muscular movement throughout Pilates. The mind's focus on quality rather than quantity lessens the risk of injury and assists in balancing and strengthening the parts of the body. Body awareness and good technique require concentration through your perfect mind-body control. We're going to run through now the Pilates principles and fundamentals and take you through the Pilates warm-up. First off, we need to connect the ankle bones and lie the toes and then set up through that posture. So we want to turn those toes out 10 to 2, lift the heels up and place the heels down. So the feet are roughly hip distance apart. And then just take the knees loosely off the block so they're nice and soft. Then if you run through the posture check, through those fundamentals, I want you to visualise a golden cord attached to the top of your head. Pull that head up towards the ceiling, lengthen through the neck, draw the ribcage up away from the pelvis and stand nice and tall. We're now going to lift the shoulder girdle up, roll the shoulders round and slot the shoulders down into the back pockets. Now we've stabilised the top of the upper body, we're now going to move our thoughts down towards the pelvis. So imagining that pelvis now as a bowl of water. We're going to gently manipulate the pelvis forward and tip the water out in the front. Gently taking that pelvis, tilt the tailbone under at the back and release the water. And again, come forwards and tilt as we begin to mobilise into that lumbar spine. We want to gently release the pelvis. Now we're aiming to take that spine into neutral. So you're gradually going to reduce the range of movement in that pelvis until you come to a position where you feel the tailbone is tucked under. At the base of the spine, the hip bones are square and that pubic bone is pushing gently forwards. And if this bowl is full of water, no water can now escape. So realigning the shoulders down, we now have that optimal spinal alignment. So we want to run through the musculature now that we are involving with the deep core posture in Pilates. So I just want you to shut your eyes for a moment and think about the pelvic floor. I want you to draw that pelvic floor up into the pelvis cavity and then gently release it. So you want to concentrate as you turn on and off. So just a few more times, making sure you can independently isolate and contract that muscle on and off. Once you're confident, I want you to hold that engagement of the pelvic floor to around 20 to 30% contracted. We're now going to come up the body and visualise the muscle called the transversus abdominis. This muscle is a corset-like muscle that wraps around from the front of the body underneath the rectus abdominis, wraps itself around and attaches to the base of the spine. If you visualise it as a belt, as you're drawing that muscle in, feel that waist tighten. You can also visualise that muscle turning on by pulling the tummy button in towards the spine. So you're now going to shut our eyes once more and focus on that transversus abdominis muscle, or TVA for short. So draw that waist belt in, nice and tight, and release. Focus on that belly button, drawing it in towards the spine and out. We're going to do that twice more. Pull in and release. And again, draw the waist belt in and release. Turn that belt on, tighten the waist to around 20 to 30% now, coupled with the pelvic floor engagement. We're now going to take some breaths in through the nose into the Pilates way of breathing and out through the mouth. So I want you to take that breath in nice and slowly through the nose and blow out through the mouth. You can place your fingertips just underneath your bra line and inhale. Exhale. So you're aiming to take that breath in to the ribs and the lungs and out, trying to keep that connection into the core. So just hold those muscles in place with that engagement as you breathe in and out. Final time, and out. And just relax here for a moment.